Hi, everybody. This is Heart Talk. On the way up, Heart Talk is the way up. Heart Talk is the way up, looking upon the heart. There's a little jingle that I came up with a while ago. It's because I couldn't think of any songs that go along with our theme today. This is show 61 on Teflon Tom, or Teflon Tara, also known as Cool Cucumber. Welcome to the Looking Upon the Heart show. I'm excited, as usual, to share with you from my book, Looking Upon the Heart, Volume 1, The 5 Dispositions. Hey, it just now came out on ebook, on Kindle and all that, as well as hard copy at Amazon and Barnes & Noble and iTunes. Or you can order it on my website, carlsoncounseling.com, so I can personalize it for you. But anyway, we continue to do these videos helping you understand the concept of heart morphology, the theory of psychology that we can change in the here and now. Thank you so much for subscribing to this channel and being a part of the sharing of the good news regarding this theory of heart morphology, that we can change in our character state and our personality style in real time if we choose to look upon the heart. Today we're starting to examine each of these character states and personality styles having to do with the sweet heart disposition. And starting with Teflon Tom, or Teflon Tara, the cool cucumber approach to life. It is so sweet to be cool and not bothered. Tom operates like the high-quality fry pan with a surface quality which serves to not let things stick to it, but rather lets things slide right off. Can you think of any songs that are about that? Slip sliding away, baby. I don't know. But not letting things people say, think, or do bother him too much to get under his skin or trespass into his emotional and psychological boundary. There's a protective boundary around us all when we have this good, sweet character state where we are having a personality that at least outwardly displays a sweet attitude and a servant mentality, practicing being a good steward, but not disturbed by the disturbing things that people do. Just because we see a disturbance, we don't have to feel disturbed. Just because we are seemingly being rejected, we don't have to feel rejected. At least outwardly, we maintain this calmness that is sweet. Teflon Tom does like a customer service job. The customer is always right. And basically, it's a good policy to go along with somebody even when they're wrong. It's a peacemaking strategy to be in the Teflon Tom personality style. Teflon Tom will turn the other cheek if treated poorly, and maintains a sweetheart disposition and a cool demeanor. It's cool to be in this style of responding, free from codependency and overreactivity, which is an epidemic in our society. We react way too much to what other people say, what other people think, and what other people do. Cool is the best slang word in the dictionary that started back in the 30s. A jazz musician, I think, was pretty coming up with that idea of cool, but it means so much having to do with attitude. We're being and acting calm without contributing to the conflict in any way, making it, whatever it is, okay. Being socially well-adjusted is what it amounts to. Consistently friendly, continuing to be fun, to be around. Teflon Tom is staying focused on the positive, cool, and interesting subjects to discuss. Not overreacting, not freaking out, not being violent or revengeful or self-righteous, not being argumentative. He just is relaxed. He knows how to chill, hang out, play it cool. A cool, transparent attitude, like no sweat. So putting everything into proper perspective as a peacemaking, sweethearted person, Thinking in such a way where isolated incidences are put in the proper perspective, re-evaluating almost everything as having a low degree of significance or worthiness of getting upset about, compared in the major scheme of things. Tom measures the importance of events occurring in terms of the degree to which it is of importance to God's plan. He thinks of most things as having a small percentage of significance to warrant any of his emotional reactivity. When a trigger occurs and starts to get him emotionally upset, his frontal lobes immediately considers and decides to give it to God. He made the smartest executive decision possible at that moment. He surrendered it to Jesus. He lets it slide right off him, because after he turned it over to the Lord, he knows God now has it handled. Teflon Tom's character state prevents arguments. He's able to withstand criticism or psychological attack with no apparent emotional disruption or reactivity. Comments or actions by others who are morphed into unhealthy dispositions of the heart, like the hard heart, which might otherwise cause animosity, arguments, and hurt feelings, don't bother him. Proverbs 15:1 says, "A gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger." He does not dwell on the negativity and strife, responding with a calm answer instead. He deals with things as they come along, and he keeps the peace, no matter what. He gets in and out quickly of troublesome situations, and then graciously moves on. He is always keeping the past and what has happened in the past. This is a very sweetheart dispositional way to be, because he doesn't cop an attitude, doesn't respond defensively. Therefore, the event is neutralized, stopped cold, because he doesn't overreact to the annoying occurrence. There's a neutralizing that takes place. He neutralizes the perceived psychological attack of others. The antagonistic, aggressive, fault-finding, judgmental, finger-pointing things he's letting go. In Mark 6:11, and in Luke 9:5, and in Matthew 10:14, Jesus said, "And whoever does not receive you, nor hear you," like your words, "when you depart from that house or city, shake off the dust under your feet as a testimony." That's all that it means to you. So let's talk about the assertive communication tools that you can use to demonstrate the Teflon Tom personality style, or Teflon Tara. Let me describe these. Reflecting is active listening or mirroring to the other person. You're repeating back to the other person what we heard them say. Reflective listening is validating and shows good empathy. This is sweet because it is affirming and validating to the person who needs to feel understood and put at ease. You let the person know, okay, I see where you're coming from. You don't like me, you're mad at me, you think I turned the sky green, but I accept that. Okay, thanks for letting me know. Workable compromise is an offer to submit to the person's wishes. This is sweet because no negativity about the negotiation or confrontation sticks to him. And so he is willing to receive the feedback as constructive criticism and learn from it and bend, be flexible, and go along with their request. Fogging is another one. It's more of a neutralizer to keep an antagonistic person at bay. If they're trying to stick it to us. Fogging is a neutralizing by putting a virtual fog or cloud around him regarding how he really feels and thinks. I like to say, if people treat me with respect, I'm an open book, but if you treat me with disrespect, I don't have to show you what's in my heart. I can fog. So we fog by saying something innocuous back to the person, harmless and neutral. Such as, oh, I hear what you're saying. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Oh, okay, let me think about that one. Fogging doesn't let the person have the satisfaction of know if you agree or not. It's none of the bully's business, you might say. This is sweet because it prevents arguments. Because after hurling a psychological brick at Cool Cucumber by using fogging, the comment simply seems to disappear into the fog. They can't see how it affects you. And I think bullies want to see you sweat. Agreeing with the negative is called negative assertion. This is when we are appearing to agree with the negative statement or action, when in fact the viewpoint is simply being accepted as it is. You may be right. You're probably right to some degree that that's true. So you use these tentative statements of agreeing with words like, yeah, maybe, or probably. Probably is probability, a percentage chance that they might be right. And you could be thinking, yeah, you're probably right, 1%, 99% you're wrong. But we always need to consider that they could be right. We're only looking at one side of the issue. We all look at the problem from different angles. So we need to be humble and be ready to agree with your adversary, at least for the time being, to prevent disruption in the social situation. Letting things slide off of him is what Teflon Tom does. He has the sweetheart dispositional character to be a peacemaker. And in Matthew 5:9 it says, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall inherit the earth." You want to have an attitude of OPP, other people's problems. These are the dust off our feet that we need not to get enmeshed with in codependent, enabling them to get our goat, to rescue them. They can only get your goat if you have a goat to get. You need to be confident in yourself that you don't need to be upset about these things. So other people's problems are dust off our feet. Let go and let God. Letting go of the past, forgiving people who have wronged him, and moving forward in the path of love. Whenever we lose our cool, we give away the power to the other person to ruin our good disposition. We need to deny ourselves the tendency to get caught up with them and take up our own cross and follow him. The most wonderful demonstration of Christ's love within us can be forgiveness, forgiving others and ourselves, letting go of the past and present sins, the grudges, the hurtful memories, and then receive from God a fruit of the Holy Spirit called peace. The gift of faith is when we let go of control. God takes over, and as a result, we gain control. By letting go, we in the Teflon character state, in effect and effectively, get out of God's way so he can do what he wants to do in this situation, in the other person, as well as in us. Troubled and troublesome people have simply been released by us in prayer.